Hello, Dr. Maurizio. Thank you so much for accepting our interview. And first of all, would you like to introduce yourself and your company to the audiences and also your personality?
So first, thank you for this opportunity. I'm Maurizio Bragagni. I'm the CEO of Tratos UK. I'm working in this company since 2000 when I joined the company as just a simple general worker. The company has been set up in 1966 by the father-in-law of my uncle. So we are the third generation in business. I have done different positions in the company since I joined it. First, I was just a general worker. I worked in the factory for more than 2 years, and then I moved to the purchase department, to the export department. And since I joined the company in 2000, I've started to create what was the exporting department. And the first office that we have opened was in China in 2004, and then from China, Australia, United States, Germany, Russia, Spain, and all the other operations. And I'm based here in London, living in London, and from London I manage now all the operation out abroad.
Wow. So this company has developed very fast during these, I think, around 40 years, more than 40 years. Yeah. So are you in any particular political parties and groups at this moment?
Well, I'm consider myself an independent. I'm a member of the Conservative Party, but I also campaign for the Great Britain to remain in Europe, as also I campaign for the reform of the constitution, Italian constitution. I'm Italian origin, as you can see and listen from my accent. And on the same time, I'm very curious. Politics is a very important part of my curiosity, and I wanted to understand better the democratic process, and that is the reason because I was involved here also in the Conservative Party and also in other stuff here in Great Britain.
As you mentioned that your company has opened an office in China in 2004. So, and we have read some articles about you. You visited China 2 or 3 times a year. So do you still visit China at this moment?
Yes, I'm going in China in the early November. That is my 3rd visit also this year. China is a very important operation for us as a Tratos. We started to work in China since 2000 when I joined the group. And since 2004, we have opened our first office over there. In China, we supply and we deliver cables for port automation cranes. Our largest customer is ZPMC, the leader groups in the world. ZPMC has got 90% of the worldwide cranes for harbors application group. And we are one of the major supplier and partner of this company. And so I've still a very strong relationship with China as a country, and I got a very good relationship also with a lot of members of the Chinese enterprise and business over there.
So which cities have you visited in China?
Well, I can't say that I visit a lot, all China, because China is a continent. It's not just a country. But I've been several times in Shanghai, in Beijing, in Shenzhen, and also in Hong Kong, and also some part of the north of China, in particular in the mining area, because we supply a lot of also products to the mining sector. I normally have spent about 4 or 5 visits a year in China with normally between 2 or 3 weeks. That is it's a very short time to visit all China, but let's say that I've gotten a very good impression and very good, very nice experience over there. Yes.
Yeah. So what is your impression of China?
Well, China is the economy of China is booming, and it's the most important economy in the world at the moment, and also what I've seen in China is a very strong commitment from people for work. There is a very strong culture of work, hard worker, people that they want to improve, they want to do it, they want to learn, and they are doing very well in that. And since 2000 up to now there are 17 years that I'm in that part of the world, and I be part of this community. I was very impressed by the change, by the advance, by the innovation. China is the first country that now is moving innovation in the world, and also they are very committed with the renewable energy, reduction in emission in pollution. So it's really one of the most important players in the worldwide economy.
Yes. So you visit China 2 or 3 times a year. Do you have any connection of the Chinese business groups or any business connection with China?
Well, yes, I have several partners over there, in particular with the ZPMC groups. That is one of the largest groups. ZPMC is owned by the groups that is Queen Guangdao groups. And also I've got also some relationship with the Hutchinson groups, that is an Hong Kong operation, but is also with the Chinese operation too. And I have a very special relationship with the president of ZPMC, that is Fred. We got the same age, so we share the same experience. We share also a similar career, even though he's a CEO of a very large operation like 35,000 people. I'm just, Tratos is only 400 people, and even though we export in 56 countries. So.
Yeah. So this time you are received the award of the International Business Leadership Prize Golden Mulberry Big Ben Award. So what do you think about it?
Well, I'm very honored to be shortlisted in a very important award, and also a very shortlisted with so many other more important people than me that have received that award before. So that has been very honored for me, and also was really exciting to as soon as I can to communicate to my wife and my 4 daughters, that I'm sure that they will be delighted, but until now I was not able to tell them anything. So I have a secret for the first time in my life to my wife, and that I will have to pay a lot of.
Yes. Okay, and do you know any information about the Big Ben Award? And do you have any options of the Big Ben Award?
Well, I was... As I said, the Big Ben Award is celebrating the excellencies. And I think that is a truly fantastic event. And also, as I said, I'm very delighted to be selected in this very important short list. But also, what I really consider very important is this tentative to build bridge. So the award is wanted to build a bridge between the China community and the business community around the world, in particular with the British society. So I'm delighted to be selected because I work in China, but also because I'm here resident and working in Great Britain. So that is, I think, is a great initiative.
Yes, because I think your role is very, it's very excellent for this award, and also congratulations for your company and Tratos Limited, because it has received the 2017 Golden Era Belt and Road Special Contribution Prize Big Ben Award. So as the CEO of this company, can you tell us a bit more about your company and your job as the CEO?
Yes. First, I would like to say that I'm very thankful for this award, and thanks for the commission and to have been appointed this award. And second, Tratos is a cable manufacturer. We produce in Italy and in China. We have 6 factories. We exporting in 52 countries around the world. We export innovative products. We exported innovation. We exported products that they are very high quality and high performing. And during this exporting in 52 countries around the world, we also commit with a lot of local community. We invest a lot in the local community. We have a company that has been set up in 1966, and we still have a very strong orientated corporate social responsibility.
Wow. So that is very huge business and around the whole world. And in China now, there's one policy very important. The name is the One Belt and One Road. So what do you think about this policy?
I think that is an excellent idea, and I want to say that we are one of the largest contributors to this, because during One Belt, One Road, that is the idea to reproduce the old Silk Road. Now, the very important piece of this project is the railways, but every certain point there will be also some intermodal operation The intermodal operation means to have a lot of cranes, a lot of crew to move the containers, and we produce the cables that move that cranes. And the majority of that cranes has been produced, as I said, from ZPMC. This is one of our partners, Chinese partner. So we are giving a very large contribution to One Belt, One Road, and we are very pleased for this idea that is try to bring back together the worldwide community, because it's not only a benefit for China, it's a benefit also for all the East and the West countries that they are going to part of this One Belt, One Road.
Yes, that is amazing. And we also know that you've just finished your MBA degree at the Case Business School in London. So, as a successful businessman, what's your reason make you go back to the university?
Well, I love study. Yeah. That is one of I'm a very curious man, and I got 4 daughters and a wife, so I'm very curious. But I think that to go back to study is an evidence that you cannot stop to study. You need always to put yourself in discussion. You need to accept the challenges, and to accept the challenges means also to go back to school in any way. Even though you go as an informal university as I did it, Cass Business School was a great opportunity for me. I found a great professor, a lot of important people, but in particular it was important because what I've learned is that we lead by example. And there I found an excellent example of all leaders, and the people that have shared their experience. They have they're very motivated people. They share their experience, and they wanted to share that experience with the others. So I found a great opportunity to improve, to learn, but also to give my small contribution to that community.
Yes, that is amazing. And you are a successful man because you have successful career and a happy family and 4 daughters and a wife. So what is your ambition of your life?
Well, my ambition in my life is really to give my contribution, if you want. I always love the words of Pope Francis, that is one of the Pope that I'm following, that is that we always have a duty to deliver good things to do it. I think that is my ambition, to give my contribution, my little bit contribution to the society and to my people.
Mm-hmm. And we hear that when you first arrived London, because you are Italian and English is not your first language. So how did you overcome this weakness and now become your strength?
Well, I always said to my daughters that hard work will pay off, and that is an evidence. When I first arrived here in UK, I have admitted I got several issues in the language, even those, as you can listen, I still to have some time. Even today, but the point is that hard work always pay off, and I think really that is important to work hard, give all everything that you can prove. And there is also a very important lesson that I've learned, is a Latin lesson, and the Latin lesson says rem tene verba sequentur. Keep the thought, the words to describe your thinking, they will come. You need to give time, you need to work hard, but in the end you are going to deliver.
Are there any tips for us to improve the productivity from your perspective?
I think that my life and my experience can prove one thing. Education is the most important thing. Education. I'm the chairman of the school of my daughters, and I got as a first experience that the importance of education and the importance how to educate. In particular in this world, in this moment, the most important thing is education. I have proved with my experience, and I think that is really the key factors. How can we improve productivity in any field?
Yeah. Okay. And do you have any unforgettable moment in your life?
That is quite a difficult question, but yes, for sure. When I married my wife, when I got my first daughter, well, no, to be honest, when I got all my 4 daughters, they are unforgettable moments that they're still with me and they always will still with me. I think that is the most great things that I've received in the life, to be an husband, to be a father.
So you love family so much. Yeah. So you're also the chairman and the editor of the company's TT magazine. So what are the means to share knowledge and promote awareness of new and emergency technology in the cable industry? And can you tell us why you are so passionate about sharing and educating the knowledge?
Well, I was very lucky in my life to have received a very good education, very high level education. Also was very lucky to have an opportunity to carry on my education, to go to the CAS Business School. So I thought that to share education, to share the passion that we have, to share the knowledge is the very important things in this moment. And that is the reason, for example, why I have created also a charity that is called eShare Life, Share the Life in the e-digital revolution. The magazine, not even TT Magazine, that is a magazine to share the innovation, the technology inside of the cable business, but also we have created other magazines like The Club, that is to embrace the culture, the British culture and the Italian culture, to show the goods between the two countries. So I think that the very central point of all my life was the education, and the knowledge needs to be shared with the others so that we can improve together and we can also have a better result. Because if you know something, you don't share. If you have a secret, if you find the secret of the world, the beauty of the world, and you don't share with the other people, to keep the secret only for yourself makes no sense.
Yes. So I think that is very important to share what you have with others. And we know that you also the founder of several startup companies. So would you mind sharing some of your company's future plans with us?
Oh yes, of course. I'm set up several startups in several business. And one of this business was, for example, with my classmate of CAS Business School for help the European people to apply for the visa in Great Britain. We have also created, as I said, this eShare Life, that is a charity, is a British charity that the purpose is to share the beauty, so to help artists to sell their own piece of art and on the same time to support other charities. But at the same time, innovation is what really important driven factor for me, and the innovation in any business is very important. And Tratos, as a company, as main company is Tratos, we are investing a lot of in knowledge and innovating the products to produce more safety products for any country with high quality. Because what is in this moment with the One Belt One Road, the idea, but also on the world that is very fast and innovated, what you need to be ready to sustain that innovation. And the cable industry is on the rock of all other digital industry, because without power, without signaling, you cannot transfer data, you cannot create innovation in this digital revolution. And to do this, you need to produce a very high quality product that they will be able to accept also the new data and the new power that they need for the future. So you need to think about something that will be able not just to do the job in one single moment, but from now to the next 50 years.
Yeah. And at last, would you mind say something to show your blessing to the Big Ben Award communities and all the prize winners?
Well, my sincere gratitude to all those has been selected to this award. I think that is a great honor. I think that is a great opportunity for all of us and for all of you to be awarded on that.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the interview. Thank you.